So you want to install a large format tile, but you're a little bit intimidated by the size. Well, it's actually not too hard if you have the right tools. Let me show you how I do it. Okay, one of the first things you're gonna need, suction cups. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. Oh. You know, I can really move it around and it's not gonna fall. The only thing I hate about these is they make that mooing sound like every so often, and it kind of gets to you a little bit. The next thing you might want is a score and snap, or a snapper, as I like to call it. And it's not necessary. You can get away with just using a grinder, but this is gonna cut your cutting time in like half. I guess I haven't really timed it, but you are gonna save a substantial amount of time using one of these instead of just using a wet saw or a grinder. Well, let me show you how it works. You're probably like, oh, that's not gonna snap, that's too thin. Okay, well, watch me pull it back, get a nice score, and then push. You wanna push a little bit harder on this stuff. You wanna get a really, really good score. All right, and so I'm gonna start up here, kind of start to break it, kind of work it down. And then when I get back here, bam! Look at that. You saw it real time. Just for the haters, let's try to get like an inch cut. Yeah, let's see if we can do it. Oh my God, I did not think I could do that, but apparently I just did. So there you have it. Should I try to go thinner? I really don't think it's gonna work, but we gotta try it. We're on a roll. All right, well, we're off to a bad start. I scored it a little bit too hard. That was a fluke. That wasn't a proper test. We'll try it with this side. Give me one more chance. Oh my God. Holy. I might be a tile god. I am not gonna go any further. Well, as you can see, I get really excited for cutting tile, and now I'm gonna show you another method. So one of the ways I like to finish off the edge of the tile is with a miter instead of tile edging. I just kind of like the look of it. It's a little more high-end, you know, a little less choppy, but that is just my preference. If you want to use an edging, I love edgings. They have their place, but if you want to be a little fancier, let's learn how to miter some tile. So what do I mean by mitering the tile? I mean, I am gonna cut the edge of the tile at like a 45-degree angle, maybe a little bit more, okay? And then I'm gonna cut another tile at a 45-degree angle, and they're gonna come together. I guess I should have brought another mitered tile to show you, but they're gonna come together, and it's gonna make a very beautiful seam that you're gonna be able to fill with epoxy, and it's gonna look monolithic. It's gonna look like you carved a piece of stone from the earth and threw it in your bathroom, okay? And you can't really get that effect when you're using tile edging. No offense, tile edging. We love you, tile edging, when we don't have anything else to do. But we also love to miter. It's just really freaking hard to do sometimes. Takes a little bit of practice, but I know you can do it. We're gonna start by holding our grinder at a 45-degree angle. You don't wanna cut it super sharp at first. You wanna leave a little bit of meat on there to kind of fine tune it. So you're gonna start, you're gonna cut it off, right? And then when you get to the end, instead of going right through it, what I like to do is come back the other way. Otherwise, when you're going through, and you just push it on through, sometimes the edge will just explode off because of all the pressure that's going onto that little corner. So if you want really tight corners, I like to go back this way just to finish that edge off. When you're done with that, go in with your polishing pad. You can get these anywhere. I like to get these from Crown Tools, but you can get them anywhere. You're gonna polish that edge off and you're gonna get it even sharper, even crisper, without the risk of chipping off the edge, okay? Because when you're using a regular grinder and you're trying to get it super tight, the likelihood that you're gonna chip that edge is really high. So let me show you in action how I like to do